Alright, y'all. So I'm not very prepared for this because the amount of different things I'm doing just have me sidetracked, and I don't teach bio full time, so it's not like I just bring my phone in airplane mode. So I wouldn't see she see I texted me. I just bring my phone in airplane mode so she texts me properly. Anyhow, it's not like I do bio full time, right? So I have to pull back this thing from a memory from long ago, and I'll have a good understanding of it, the names and terminology. I just need to brush up on it. So, but I'm going in cold. I'm going in cold into the mitosis, right? And we'll figure it out together. This will be a nice study session. It's not like bio exam is tomorrow. It's not like it's the day after tomorrow, but it is the day after tomorrow. So, anyhow, so yeah, let me deal with some mitosis now. So, you know, mitosis, it's two it have, right? That meiosis and mitosis. Yes, I could do integrated science, but we're doing mitosis right now. So mitosis. Well, mitosis part that is meiosis, and if I remember correctly, the E's come before the I. Let me know if you're seeing that. Are you seeing that? Or I need to write bigger? Let me know in the chat. You all seeing that or write bigger? Ding 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 ding. Mitosis. I just seen how long the delay is since I asked that question. We seeing HSB. I don't do this, so I never did HSB. I'll have to learn the whole syllabus and all kind of thing. Right, so the seeing, right? So we learned some mitosis in the dance here. But before we talk about mitosis, I need to ask you all some questions. What is a gene? What is a gene? What is an allele? No, I think I spelled this wrong. Let me see the correct spelling. Allele. Allele, boy. How you spell you, boy? A-L-L. I see tell you rusty is. I don't know where the double L is good. Somebody will be probably saying it in the comments now, but by the time you see it in the comments, I must say then have the answer up. Okay, or not. Yeah, I was going good. Allele. Yeah. So a section of DNA, correct? A gene is the section of DNA. Allele, what's the allele? Yeah, saving this, but this might be kind of hard to watch back afterwards because it'll be kind of long. I mean, you can watch it in the background while you're doing your work, and that can help too. And yeah, why say? Because there were some people tell me the lives they could listen in the background, they're doing their work, they hear something, they look at the live thing like that. So turn off your fan so the paper won't blow away. Yeah, but this is not the room I used to do all my stuff in. This room don't have AC, boy. So it's either the paper blow away or I burn up now, boy. So let me see what I can do. Bring this on this side. Paper on that side, bring away now. It was like so obvious, and move the paper away so it wouldn't blow. What is DNA though? What does DNA mean? An allele is the form of a gene taken. Yes, allele, alternative form of generating that kind of messy. An allele refers to the different forms of the same gene. I'm taking that alternate forms of the same gene. What about DNA? Yes, we know it's deoxyribonucleic acid, but give me a definition for DNA. What is DNA? So we need to understand these things. What is a chromosome? Right? What are those things? contains all genetic information, contains genetic information in the form of genes. We're taking that for DNA for CSEC. And I only did biology up to CSEC, and I did lots and lots of research on biology. But that was a long time ago. That's when I used to really love biology and things. I still kind of love it, but the information are fresh. It's a type of nucleic acid that contains genetic information. Yeah, we're taking that to genetic makeup of an organism, genotype. Okay. Structure. Okay, what is a chromosome? So we just getting down these little basics before we jump in. I'm gonna open the bio syllabus to make sure I keep up with the syllabus. Right now, Instagram on fire. Instagram on fire with that whole tag boss episode, but let me focus. Chromosome contains the gene bearers of hereditary. I never hear about that. I don't do business subjects. I don't do Spanish or French. I don't do business or language subjects. I can do English though. I think I did that English. What I'm looking for? The syllabus, the biology syllabus. I have it open here somewhere. Biology syllabus. So the biology syllabus was updated in 2015. You can see that there. In 2015. Yes, I do music. So you do IT? Yes, I do IT. Integrated science, I can do that. What is integrated science? And I just turn into the last section. I think it's the last section of the biology syllabus with variation and all of that. So you have life processes, out of life processes and disease. That's section B, but in section C, it's like what is the section called again? Continuity and variation. So if you didn't know that biology have 3 sections. It had the first section, I think is natural person. I forget what is the first section. I'm just write it for you also. This helps. This is how I remember large amount of data before exam, large amount of information before exam, by plotting out everything that I need to know. So it kind of falls into place. You understand? So you break it down into order, into organized set, and this is what you must do to look at the syllabus. So it kind of stores like in a nice section. Section A, right? So section A, thanks Goldfish. I didn't need to go and look it up. So section A is living organisms, right? Look, you write it there, so I don't need to write it there with this red thing and stain up this whole body, right? So section A is living organisms in the environment. Section B is life processes and disease, and section C is continuity and variation. So this mitosis here is like the start of section C, sorry. So at section C, the first thing in section C is you need to know is DNA, chromosomes, gene, and allele. So I was on point. Look at that. Remember that back from since then. So you know what your DNA is, and there is the definition here. Alleles has 2 or multiple forms of the same gene. Our next thing you need to know is what is meant by haploid number and diploid number. What is meant by those 2 things? Those 2 numbers. What do we mean by these 2 numbers? So before we talk about meiosis, we just cover in like little definitions and things. What do we mean by those 2 numbers? Haploid number is 23. Well, haploid number isn't necessarily 23 all the time, but I understand what you're saying. Haploid number is 23. It can be different for different species. Haploid is n full number of chromosome. Integrated science exam is May the 27th, right? So we have some time for INT. But bio is Monday, so this is why we didn't bio. Save this, please. This will be saved. N number of chromosomes. Diploid number is 2n number of chromosomes. Yes, but there's a better way to state this. Nobody gave me a definition. I hit in this spot. Since we have a the SBA, the SBA has KCR in it. The SBA doesn't just fall under one area. The haploid number is the number of chromosomes formed in a gamete cell. That's correct. Jeremy Ramlal is correct there. So you do human and social biology summers. Human and social, no, I don't do that. Diploid number is the full number of chromosomes that a cell will contain any somatic cell. Right, Josiah Butcher is on point there. That sounds good. And the haploid number is half the number in the parent cell. It's found in a parent. It's found in a gamete. How is pronounced that word, boy? I forget how it is pronounced that word. Let me see pronunciation. Pronounce gamete. I want to say the correct thing. It's not like I'm saying this every day in school. Pronounce it.
Gametes.
Gametes. Right. Yeah. So let's see what I'm about to do my hairline. But I'm going to post no pictures on Instagram, no recent pictures on Instagram coming up for like about that 3 days. Let my hairline catch back. Let my hairline grow back. Yeah. Wait. So I think we're done with the basics there. Let's go back. Alright, so we can jump into mitosis. Can we jump into mitosis? So this is nice revision, especially for people who know what they're doing. Like we know waste people like right on this side too. So mitosis is a form of cell division. A type of cell division. Now if in CSEC they ask you tomorrow what is the difference between cell division, between mitosis and meiosis, can you answer that? And just for those who didn't get full definition of haploid and diploid, the haploid number is half, right? That's half, you can remember half, and the diploid is the full number, right? One we could signify with 2n and one we could signify with n. So this is the amount found like in the gamete cell, and this is the amount found in any body cell, any other cell in the body. Right, so this is the amount you'll find in the sperm and in the egg, but this is the amount you'll find in any other cell. Right, remember 23 plus 23, the male plus the female, the father plus the mother, is going to come together and give you that 46. And it's like pairs. That's why we say chromosomes occur in what pairs? Where's the word? What kind of pairs do they occur in? Mitosis, diploid, meiosis. Alright, good. Mitosis is the creation of identical daughter cells from one parent cell. Good, Nico. HSB. Mitosis produces 2 genetically identical daughter cells, and in meiosis 4 genetically unidentical. Very good. So you have people in the study session know the thing. Mitosis results in 2, right? So people say the correct thing for the difference between mitosis and meiosis. And the first one to get the answer for this one was Josiah Butcher. Homologous pairs, but because the word have homo in it, Google blocking it. Google blocking people who put homologous. Because like, you know, these block slurs. Homogeneous. It's not homogeneous, it's homologous. If I remember correctly, it's homologous. So I think it's homologous pairs. Homologous pairs. That's how chromosomes occur. So like, you know, you have 23 pairs. Well, you basically have 23 pairs, but sometimes we kind of excluding the what you call it, the sex chromosomes. I think is that what it's called it. Gosh, but I real rusty in some things, and you have to forgive me. The concept there, but like the terminology kind of off. But so excluding those cells. Yeah, I think it's that. Excluding those. Because you know you have the XY cells, they are a little different. They are a little different. But the other 22 pairs occur in pairs. And you'll have one coming from the male and one coming from the female. Okay, that's enough old talk on that. So let's continue with mitosis. It's a type of cell division where the daughter cells. Yeah, I'm doing mitosis and meiosis, and then I might pause the live and I may come back and do. I think I might take a break tonight because I'm real tired. I've been going whole week and I barely getting any breaks. But Saturday we go kill them. Saturday we go kill them off with biology, chemistry, and admats. Anyhow, mitosis, a type of cell division. Yeah, and we had a nice definition of it there. I think we're ready to go into what happens in mitosis. Let me get this to double check. So, teaching the population, the correct thing right through. So, the thing that I remember from a long time ago, I think it's PMAT. Once again, I get to, yeah, PMAT. PMAT was the term we use. And this is how I remember it. I, P, mat, and then here you have C, a common C. Like I just put in them two things. I just showing you what I used to remember it. Maybe this might help somebody. I, P, mat, and I put the C here. The reason I put the C is because that's the cytokinesis, and this I is the interphase. But I just put them in common because this is the real scene here. So how you can remember it is I, P, mat, and just put the C. I, P, mat, and C. And kind of once, yeah. So so we don't need to learn the names of the stages. So you all want me to skip the names of these stages and just go into what they do, or you all want me? Well, everybody done write the names of the stages there already. So you can just start to go into what they do and explain it out. I'm looking at 8 science subjects, right? So I'll start to explain what they do. So this is really the cell cycle here. Cell cycle. After C, you're going back into I again. You're going back into I, and I is last the longest time. I is the interphase, and then you're going to start your little division if it's time to divide. Right. So some people don't know the thing, man. Some people know the thing. Interstage is the stage between the divisions. So this interphase here, if I remember, I hear me saying if I remember correctly, so you all feel free to correct me in the comments. This takes place 90% of the time. This is like what's going on. And during this stage, the cell will grow. The cell will start duplicating the chromosomes. And it will carry out any other functions that have any other specific functions, like specialized functions. Interphase cells are not dividing. This is so much food. Yeah. So during this interphase, I didn't write this very big, but during this interphase, that's like the cell just doing its normal thing, it's just relaxing thing, collecting food thing, doing what these cells do. But during that process, it's dividing. In the interphase, yes, do not horn your baba, you're going to end up in problems. Hey, focus. So the chromosomes duplicating itself during the interphase, right? Again ready for action. So each chromosome that duplicates itself like this. This is the drawing my teacher used to do. Right? No, so it was like this before, it was just like one before. And it's been long strands. It start to get fatter. It's duplicated itself. This thing at the center is called what? What is the thing at the center that's holding it together? Past papers instead of teaching. Past papers, please. Past papers instead of teaching. Nah, I'll stick into teaching it out, and then I'll do the past papers. 1,000 views, 1,000 people on this. The centromere. You see, if I do a past paper, it will be incomplete. For chemistry and biology, I don't really do past papers just so until I've done the entire subject. Because, you know, that's just how it works. So we're going straight up to genetics. Hopefully we can go straight up to genetics. Right, so it split itself. It went from one long strand to 2 fat strands. So, and all of this happened in the interphase. Now, you can follow in your book. I'm just going, oh, let's get to 1,000 views. I don't know how much views it have. So that's it, the interphase. You need to know what happens in the interphase. We have to remember 4 things preparing for division. Chromosomes get fatter. Yeah, the chromatids is the long part. Chromosomes shorter, fatter, and copy themselves. So that's the note you're on the right, and that's where you want to point to your brain. Right? And then up next we have the prophase. So what's going on in that part? And I think P stands for what was the thing you used to remember it P? Because remember is I P mat C. We used to remember it P. We used to remember it P by spindle fibers start forming, yeah. Spindle fibers start forming. No, but there was something and I know we were told this in school, that P, we used to use that P letter to help remember something. So in the prophase, people are starting to hit what happened there. The spindle fibers forming, and I'll draw my little funny diagrams that's helpful here. Form the nuclear envelope, nuclear wall break, the chromosomes are visible at this stage. Centrioles separate forming spindle fibers. So you'll have 2 chromatids, right? Rahul Rupchan stated well there. I hope you remember it for exam and you can state it back there. So, and the centrioles move to opposite sides of the cell. I think P was part or something. P is part. Centrioles move to opposite side. And if I remember correctly, in CSEC they didn't talk too much about the centrioles, but when I was researching it, like the centrioles is who really carrying out the big set of action there, because you have your cell and the centrioles on the 2 sides, and they forming the little spindles now. And the chromosome gonna line up the centromere on each one of them, and you have the chromatid, 2 chromatids. I can just do it like this, just waiting for the action there. The nuclear wall breakdown, and we're waiting for that. Yeah. I think, yeah. So when they line up here, this is when they actually set into the middle. This is metaphase, yeah, because this. Thank you, because this M here means middle, right? So the P and the prophase here mean part. So the centrioles go to that side, but when they line up in the middle, all right, yeah, this M is the metaphase. I play Monopoly after T. I don't need to remember any words with it. I think once you say I P mat C, you remember that forever. Yeah, a little rusty. As I tell earlier the concept there, but I didn't get to review it because I was busy answering 100 questions on Instagram and things. So, and I just had a little look at some stuff. All right, so the prophase, we enter everything there. Nuclear shrinks and disappears. So let's write what happens in the metaphase. Yeah, boy, that baba breathless, boy. Metaphase. And watch me, I just sit down in that chair and let it happen. I just sit down in the chair because he start off good, he start off shaky. So I say maybe he just, he never down too hot. but everything fade and everything good and everything, the hair cut itself good. So I relax, he catch me relaxed. I was in a relaxed mode, so I rock back. I started old talk with the other barbers and thing, because it's my cousin them too now. No, not Sneaky. What happened, Sneaky wasn't available, so I went by next barber. And that was the problem. I should have just wait for Sneaky to be free. Sneaky's a boss, Sneaky's handling nice, but I don't want to call the other barber name. Not in Sneaky shop. In the next shop, mess me up bad, but so when he started mark, I feel the trimmer quite up here. I was like, oh my gosh, what this man cutting off so much hair for? And my head, yes, I don't know how to do it. Yeah, but I be trimmer barber. It was hard. I learned my lesson the hard way. So the metaphase, the key thing with this is the chromosome lineup. And as I say, the M here you used to remember that middle, the P here you used to remember this at part. So the prophase, nothing big and really start up next to the centrioles move to the opposite side and the spindle fibers start to form. But yeah, I'm going to bring up the webcam so you can see it. I really want to see clearly what happening here. If I'm doing any other topics tonight, I'm going straight down into variation. Hopefully we can walk straight down into variation with everybody here. So chromosomes line up in this one. So we have it looking like this. And then what will happen is a reaction will happen that will make the spindles pull. You know, sometimes it doesn't pull it apart. Sometimes it cannot pull it apart. But generally it pull apart all. It will pull apart all. And that phase is called the anaphase, right? So we have the interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase. And now let's tell me what going on in the anaphase. When the centromeres split, the spindle fibers will pull the chromatids by the centromeres to the opposite poles of the cell. Natural selection. Yeah, we can do some past papers tomorrow. Line up on the Peter. So the chromatids separate. And go to opposite sides. Yeah, so everybody's seeing it correct. So this is just learning off, but how we getting it here? Visual feedback, writing feedback. Hopefully that just stick in your mind, and you ain't have to worry about this part again. You can just brush it up before Monday. And they go until they reach opposite sides and go to the opposite sides, right? So we have exact copies of chromosome on both sides. Alright, and the next phase would be the telophase. Oh, and always remember it's promet-anatello. Promet-anatello. Yeah, I used to be saying that to myself too, promet-anatello. So just make sure I remember this and remember the prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Yeah, so telophase, we have what's happening in the telophase here. Could you tell me? What's happening in the telophase? Brandon here, I share a link there that I want to just you'll scroll up and see the link that Brandon here share. I feel he share some past papers there or something, and you can check that out. A nuclear membrane forms around each of the group of chromosomes to make two identical. Yes. Two identical nuclei form. Well, this is the last thing you probably should write, because the nuclear membrane is formed. Sorry, I'm kind of writing it backwards. Because you have the nuclear membrane or envelope formed around groups of chromosomes. Then you have two nucleoli forming as well. So this is like 1, this is like 2, this is like 3 here, and 4 is the chromosomes linking. Anybody put that? Lengthen. Don't forget the chromosomes could begin to lengthen there. And then finally, after you have that whole PMAT thing, then you're going to have C. C is what? The C is what? Cytokinesis, right? And explain what happens in yes, later in the telophase, the chromosomes uncool and become like long threads. So we have some really smart people in this chat who understand everything perfectly in this, because I see some real crisp definitions there to help me from. I don't see what I'm looking for, but trying to look for the cover for this mark, it fly somewhere. But you know, there is splitting of the cytoplasm. Splitting of the cytoplasm. So like your Baba, Alia, stop roasting me, please. Alia, stop roasting me. Ease me up now. Done in this stress already. Alia, keep roasting me whole night, bye. So okay, so total wax polish. Total wax polish to shine the head, okay. So the cell develops down the middle of the cell to divide into. Alright, so we have that, right? So basically these two things burst into two. This one go here, this one go there, go there. Then the nucleus form here. Nucleus form there. I sure everybody have the diagram in the textbook or could watch it or whatever. And then the cell will split into two and go that way. So it doesn't really have nothing to understand there per se, it's just to memorize everything and be able to regurgitate it back. Now you need to know why mitosis is important. So let me see. So that is 2.1, describe the process of mitosis. And 2.2, explain the role of mitosis in asexual reproduction. So this is how I revise for these kind of subjects. Again, I revise from the syllabus. So to make sure I go incomplete now. I don't just trust textbooks, I don't just trust YouTube or past papers. You revise from the syllabus as well. So when you're revising this tomorrow and for the rest of the night and thing, go down with the syllabus and keep learning of things like that, right? So you're ticking off as you go. And as you go, you tick it off and down. So asexual reproduction. It's important because asexual reproduction as well as cell growth and repair. Yes. So much you pay to carry your hairline back. Ease me up now. Ease me. Replication of somatic cells except gamete formation. Yes. So I did with dash and see I pick with you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I try to stay off my Instagram right now. I know real mentions probably happening there. Music tomorrow, sir. Alright, I can do some music tomorrow too. Binary fission, occlusion bacteria. Yes. So moles tomorrow. Also, please, yeah, we're doing moles tomorrow. And I'm rusty in chemistry moles. Sharp like that in chemistry moles. So, I'll be able to explain that here fully. Alright. So, we could talk about the binary fission in amoeba. That was like one of the first things we learned. That's like one of the first things we learned. How many people doing music? Let me see some Y's in the chat if you're doing music. So you can talk about binary fission in the amoeba. Nobody give me an example in plants. You need to use an example in plants. Let me try and decrease some of the shine on my forehead because like that distracting. I haven't seen much Y's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. But maybe not 1,000 people online like before. There's a few people here taking in the biology. Talking about biology. Vegetative propagation, well done. Tubers, well done. So you need to know how to explain those things, right? So that part of the syllabus is asking for that. Examples of asexual reproduction in plants such as sugarcane cuttings and bryophyllum leaves, or artificial propagation. Right? So I'm not going to go into that because they're just memorizing. You could learn that. Nothing really technical there. The amoeba is just mitosis, kind of explained again. You also need to know, explain why asexual reproduction gives rise to genetically identical offspring, and we just did that. So only 10 people doing music, they just spamming why till make it look plenty. Is that true? When I put up a music live, if I just see 10 people at the live, I just go in and say, "Oh, again, Wi-Fi connection problems," and turn off the live. No. Music is a subject I love. I realize I say that about all these subjects that I do it, but music, I love music because I play the keyboard, right? And you also need to talk about cloning. But I don't want to talk about them things because you could just read that in your textbook, right? You could read that in your notes. You could watch that on YouTube. What I want to do is like explain stuff like mitosis. We explain that. So I'm going to explain meiosis. Then I'll start to explain variation and stuff like that. Teach the people music. So talk. They actually mention cloning here as the reproduction of populations of genetically identical. And then they say describe meiosis. So meiosis, where does meiosis occur? So let's go into this meiosis. Where does this occur? In sex cells, they hide that comment. Yes. So it occurs in sex cells, in the gametes, gamete formation, in reproductive organs. Cool. I'm trying to press you on the jumping, right? So we have that. Now, the difference in meiosis is that you don't get identical, right? You get unidentical unless something weird happens. Unidentical. Forever unidentical. And the only time you would not get identical in mitosis is when a mutation occurs, right? So in meiosis, you start off the same manner. You have them. I'm just going to explain it. Explain the key differences here. This will like give you some idea into it. Because as I say, the concepts and everything very, very good with me. The concepts and the idea and the joyous part behind it. But like the terms and the names and thing, I might be a little off in that. So the guy that's a mercy, right? This is biology. What will happen? Remember, you have 43 chromosomes. 43. They duplicate themselves just like that in the interphase. Just like that in the interphase. And in meiosis you still have the I P mat thing, and the C. But the only thing is you have it double up. I say 43? Yeah, 46, you see? I meant 46, I meant 46. I meant 46. P mat. You still have this, except you'll have, I think you'll have 1 and then you'll have 2. So you'll have 1 and then you have 2. So like, yeah, you have prophase 1, prophase 2. Nah, I don't have 43. I don't have 43, I have 46. I have 46. Oh gosh, boy, a man can't make a mistake with that number here, boy. Alright, so 46. So what am I saying? You'll have prophase 1, prophase 2. Metaphase 1, metaphase 2. Anaphase 1, anaphase 2. Telophase 1, telophase 2. But what happens in mitosis, the cells is all line up. There's all line up and pull apart. And pull apart, right, into two separate. In meiosis, instead of that happening in the beginning, the pairs would line up. So like this is the pair from moms and this is the pair from dad, and they line up, and the fibers will actually pull apart the pairs to begin with, right? So if it pull apart the pairs to begin with, on this side you'll end up with a pair. On this side you'll end up not a pair with one of them, and on this side you'll end up with one of them here. But before that even happened, what you know about chungas? Before that even happened, they dance up on top of each other and touch each other and thing. And that process is where they started to share genetic information. And what we call that? Crossover, genetic crossing over. Right, so the crossing over, and with that crossing over, little sections is get messed up now. So what you have on here is just be different. It just be different. And after this occurs, this will form a new cell thing, These cells will divide again, and these cells will divide again via kind of mitosis route, where they will line up and split along the chromatids now. So initially they split along, they split with the chromosome pair, and now they're splitting with the chromatids. One chromatid goes so, one chromatid goes that way, just like in mitosis. But this is the key difference. The second time it does it, it will be creating two more unique cells. So you have two cells here. These two cells are going to create two more unique cells, and that's going to make you end up with 4 cells in meiosis. Alright, so let me see what next in the syllabus. See the importance of having of chromosome number in the formation of gametes. Right, so, and because of those 4 cells, because we cut down from 46 here to 23 on this side and 23 on that side, because remember this just going down, you get half. You get 4 haploid. Very good, Rihanna. You get 4 haploid cells, right? Revising from the syllabus formats was a bad idea. That is true. This is why for each subject I tell you how to revise. For biology and chemistry, revise from the syllabus. For chemistry, revise also from the Chemistry Concise. The Tintin book by Ann Tyndale, revise from that book. For biology, revise from your textbook, the syllabus, your notes, drawing, watch videos on YouTube to see how it's happening, so you'll get visual interpretation, and taking some revision with Cohen Springer as well, and you can be in again, right? For chemistry, same thing, similar. But for maths, you don't really want to revise from the syllabus. For maths, you want to be killing off plenty questions. Prime Minister for Cohen 2020. That's a hard work, but 70% in maths. Concise is where it's at. That's correct. That's you just need to memorize everything in that whole book. By Ann Tyndale. So you get 23 chromosomes from mommy and 23 from daddy. Yes, so that's why it's important to split it down the middle now, because if you got 46 here and 46 there, then you end up with Cohen for president of CSEC. I'm not so sure what I want, man. Please don't speak about MA. We're not talking about the MA word here. We're not talking about that word. So you got 21 from mommy and 22 from that. NXSS100 gaming. I notice you take great fun in roasting me. I hope you take good fun in roasting your CSEC exams as well, eh? Split in the middle. Split in the middle. Right, so that's enough. Explain the rule of meiosis in the transmission of inheritable genetic characteristics. So the rule of crossing over creates a random assortment and recombination of genetic information. Next part in the syllabus, I should probably put this here so we can watch it together. Right? So that is 2.6. So this is all we have done so far, or kind of brushed up, touched up on. And explain the meaning of the following terms: dominant trait. Well, this going explain the rule of transmission of inheritable genetic characteristics, rule of crossing over. So we kind of vaguely touch on this, but this is why I think people would need me to actually go down in. Explain the meaning of the following terms: dominant trait, recessive trait, codominance, genotype, phenotype, homozygous and heterozygous, codominance, blood group inheritance, and blah 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 blah. So let me talk a little bit about this. Let me explain what I understand about this. Right? So 2.7 here. First, let's get some answers from the chat. What is meant by the following term? Dominant trait. Dominant trait, chat, are the physical characteristics the traits that show. Dominant trait is not really that. Dominant trait is one you will see even if the other trait is recessive. That's true, but you like that definition? I don't like that. Dominant trait always show up in your phenotype. That's a little better. Recessive trait is what you will see only if the other is recessive as well. Dominant traits are the traits that are physically expressed. That's a little better. So when you have a child, then there's some craziness set up more. The allele that shows effect on the phenotype. Right, dominant is when the dominant allele is present and shows effect on the phenotype. That's good. Right, so we getting the better definition now. Dominant trait is a opposed to recessive trait, which is expressed only when two copies of the gene are present. Right, so good. So you're getting better definitions here. They're more clean, they're more nice. Dominant is when the dominant allele shows in effect on the gene. Right, so and we already mentioned what is the allele. The allele is like the little segments. Right? That's a gene there. And then you have a next pair here. Corresponding sections. So you have your little alleles there. And you might have, I don't use the letter X, let me use the letter P maybe. P, common P here. You understand? This one, they use the common letters for recessive, capital letters for dominant. The one that's dominant will always show once it's present. That the dominant trait is the characteristic that is most prevalent in the offspring. That is always expressed even in the presence of a recessive trait. So Andreas Racha, I take that definition as the best definition. 23 plus 23 equals 46 in ME. I thought I said we're not saying that M with that wrong here. We're not saying the M with that wrong here. So I think I need a question. I'll actually need a question with variation. Anybody have a question, boy? That I could use to solve with this one. Let me see if I can spot a past paper. If I can spot a past paper in this. Looking for past papers here. Let me not count this up there. Somebody threw back all the past paper link there, so I could find it right here one time on the live. Hira, if you're still there, throw the past paper link. We'll do a question together on this. Sure. Why am I not getting this to show? Chain, wrap. Why am I not getting this to show? Alright, show you now. Show. June 2017, question 4, part B. June, what's biology? June, CSEC, June papers. Somebody sent me a really beautiful link here, but maths, what number? 2012 section E. Somebody said something here. June 2017, question 4, part B. Let's see if I can find that paper. June 2017, question 4, part B. How long I open a bio paper like this? It's been a while. Bio was a subject I got a distinction in as well. Well, what they call a distinction, where you have straight A's. My belief was any subject where I just need to memorize anything, I would always get a distinction. And I've seen it. It's sitting. Oh, okay. Here we go. So I'm using a webcam here, so I have to kind of use this like that. So this is June 2017, question 4, part B. We're looking at this and we're going to explain this. The good thing with these kind of subjects, I could have you all working out answers in the chat as well, because it's words, right? It's just words. So a certain form of color blindness is inherited as a recessive allele carried on the X chromosome, right? Alright, so this carried on the X chromosome. It is thus said to be X-linked or sex-linked. So this is a special thing. And most of the sex-linked traits are on the X chromosome, because the X chromosome is longer. At least that's what I remember. I could be wrong, but the X chromosome, I think it's longer, so most of the traits come on that. And because of that, when you work it out, a lot of the recessive traits will end up on men. So men would suffer with color blindness more than women. Anyhow, a certain form of color blindness is inherited as a recessive allele, this self, on the X chromosome. It is thus said to be X-linked or sex-linked. A woman with normal color vision whose father is colorblind mates with a color-blind man. What the hell is this? Yeah, and hemophilia is the next one. You at maths with differentiation and integration. I already have a few of those already. What is the chance of them having colorblind children? Use a genetics diagram to explain your answer. And they're giving it, use B for the allele for normal vision and B for the allele for color blindness. So what do you all use? Do you all use the boxes, or you all use the arrow thing? And they're giving you 6 marks for that. The train away marks here, boy. Right? You all use the boxes, or you all use the arrow thing? Let's see which one you're supposed to use. Yeah, you'll use the Punnett square. Punnett square. Punnett square. Triangles, arrows. Yeah, the boxes thing. Arrows. Whatever. Let me see if I remember how to do this. So you line up the squares like this, and we can put moms on top. We put dads here. And what happened is this said to be a woman with normal color vision whose father is colorblind. Means that colorblind. If her father is colorblind, he has it on his why. So they're trying to, in other words, they're trying to tell her the mom is a carrier. You understand? Because she father blind, right? Every time you say math, the views go down by 5. Where your statements? Yes, we are. Also, you need to put statements. She has the trait because her father has it. You need to put statement in this. I don't know if I don't know how you write it in biology. Yes, sir. Labels as well. Yes, sir. How you could show me the kind of statements inside of putting this? Parental phenotype, genotype, phenotype, etc. Oh, she is alright. Y'all, well, I'm not too sure about the statement because it's been so long since I haven't done it. I mean, I can work it out for you quickly here, but the statement part, I didn't have it down for, right? Yeah. Now, the gene is carried on the X chromosome. So right, I will take a pause here, go and learn the statements. Go and learn the statement and come back in a short while and just write back the statement fate, right? Trace overlap represent color blindness. So will this be up tomorrow? If I was doing the group chat thing which you all had, I just pull out. Like you all send me the statement on WhatsApp. Oh, look at some of my WhatsApp students here. If you all have me on WhatsApp, send me the statement. 6 squares Yes, I know. I'm waiting to see if anybody on my WhatsApp group have it, so I can just see your statements. In the meanwhile, how is the other bio revision going? How is the first part, section A, section B, section C? Which section you have down? Which sections you need to work on? To me, biology, as I said, any subject where I have to memorize stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, I am going to get full marks, right? Because you just have to learn how stuff it. There's nothing to work out. So you should approach it like that too. Just make sure you organize everything, give yourself enough time, and learn it. I'm not seeing anybody on my live, so I had to go and learn back the statements. Like nobody from a AdMaths group or anything. Yeah, but it's very hard, so you can do these easy. So as the partner for maths, not cut testing you, drawing is the hardest. So see, yeah, you just need to memorize all of those things. Organize it up. You see like how I am learning here? Please be clear. Oh, sorry. Sometimes I just fall into my accent. You see like how I am learning here? There's an AdMaths group there. No, that's a paid AdMaths group. That's a paid AdMaths group. Now we did the crash course one. So will you do physics? I will do physics. You see how I'm learning here, and I'm making everything means something to me. It's exciting, it's colorful, it's fun, it's curious. That's how you need to learn everything. And then also you need to put everything in order, work everything in order. Use the syllabus. As I said, use the syllabus and keep checking back in memory. Alright, y'all. So what I'll do is I'll learn this off, and coming up to our hour live, I'll learn this off and then explain it, or we'll work through it as well. And I even see how much people online. So out of all these sciences, apparently bio is my weakest, because I just never learned anything. I never taught anybody bio in professional. Yeah, I taught someone bio, but that's a long time ago. Since I'm teaching. But physics and chemistry and thing, I will kill that. On WhatsApp, can I learn the entire syllabus in 2 days? Of course, you can learn the entire syllabus in 1 day if you know what you are doing. Especially if you had it before, eh? Like, I mean, if you're coming in cold pressure. But if you went to your classes and thing, you can learn it off. Check your WhatsApp. So somebody send me a WhatsApp. Oh, look, the AdMaths live stream now starting to message me. Alright, tell you. Right. Statements, boy. When I tell you this AdMaths group is coming like gold, the amount of resources and different things. So, anybody here who have to do over maths, I don't know if there's anybody here who will be doing over maths, but when I'm doing maths, I'm doing maths online, I will be forming groups as well, and those groups are going to save your life. Trust me, after seeing what happened here, those groups are going to come in clutch. I'm also going to be doing pure maths, and you all know maths is my main. That's like my main. I don't know if anybody's play MMOs here, but maths is my main right now. I'm my main character. So we're gonna do pure maths as well online, pure maths lessons. So, alright, so apparently this is the statement. You all will tell me if I'm doing anything wrong. Remember, I'm a concept guy. I don't know the methods and things they use right now. I'm not too sure with this. You have the parental phenotype. We have something have to go here and here. Then you have the parental genotype. What they tell us to use: X, XB, and X. She's a carrier, right? So she'll have one of the common. And father is going to be like this. So we good there? Oh, you can see. Right. So if we good there, and I'm doing by taking a little pass through. Hello Shania. XX is female, XY is male thing. Yeah, we going good there. Phenotype is the physical features here, we know. That guys, no big deal, reacts to your best and we'll see everything just popping to right in the carry and the way know. Yeah, so this is she's a carrier. How can I do any math group? Yeah, wait until Monday for information comes in that. Male was colorblind, eh? This dude was colorblind. His B. Yeah, sorry, his is B. He has a recessive. Because it's a recessive trait. So because it's recessive, and he only has one, he doesn't have a dominant one to do penmanship now. Never. The handwriting is part of the brand. Am I the only one hearing crying? Yes. People who not new to the live know you just hear crying and screaming on this live. I have 2 young children and then just do what they want. Not exactly. Any advice? Can you still pay for the exclusive AdMats live videos? If you still want to pay for the AdMats live videos and get access to the AdMats crash course, just message this number on WhatsApp: 7271325 868. If you're 1868 if you're living in another country, right, other than Trinidad. If you still want to join the AdMats group and get access to the lives, you'll have to pay. The price will be a little less than, it'll be less than $200 now. It was $200 at the start, but since the video is not live, it will be a little less than that. If you want to be part of that, join it. Shouldn't both the letters have a common B for the male? No, this don't have no common B because this can't carry anything. Is it carried on the Y? It's carried on the X. So this letter doesn't have a common B. Understand? So everybody we good here? She's a carrier, but she's normal. The Y chromosome short. Yes, so yeah, it's X-linked. I think the money is right. Yeah, so there's 100 TT. Just use Google to convert the money now if you're into anything. Yeah, Aaron, big up yourself. Why genetics? You got the table in there, that was free. I've seen some people with some wrong answers. Some people message me on WhatsApp and I've seen some kind of wrong answers, eh? Serious thing. Anybody else? I didn't even know these people have me on WhatsApp. Yeah, I've seen some people with some wrong answers. Alright, so let's go further. So your drawer, let me raise this number. This is for the AdMats live. If you want to be there, you can just pull back to see that. And sorry for anybody watching this video afterwards. I mean, my excuses, biology is not my main, so I kind of stumbling through this. Once again, I understand the concepts, but some of the things I forgot them. This is a key box here. Where gametes here? Let's put the dad on top. So let's put him XB here and Y. Let's put the mom in here. She's XB. So now we just need to fill it out. AdMat, female is XX, male is XY, disease is X-linked, applied is more conceptual. Parent phenotype should be XXD, genotype this should be sickle in parent phenotype should be XY, XX, the genotype this should be sickle in I don't understand what you're saying there. That says gamete. So, yeah. That was a mistake. Saving lives. What about the Meiosis and Random Fertilization? So now before ADMAS we're doing endgame part 2. Yeah, we definitely doing endgame part 2. Alright. So time to follow this. I don't know why all my covers from my marker is be falling down and going places. I don't know. So I use the red here. No. If it's dominant, we stay the dominant first. XB. So do you know CSEC will make you do it over again? Yeah, I saving this live, although this live kind of long and winded. So you have a different number, just want to know if you someone playing. No, this number that if you call the number, that's not the number to my phone, that's the number to someone who help me. This column XP right. 25% is carry, 50% colorblind, 50% normal. And then we have XBY and XB. So save it now because I want to save the parts you was getting. NXSS, calm yourself now, brother. Calm yourself. So many CSEC passes do you need for keep? It depends on the school. I think most schools only watching about six higher passes. But you must be able to correctly draw a label and take all parts of the human body. Yeah, that small thing just for the diagrams. You'd be surprised how fast your brain learns this. Most people just don't understand how to learn to do diagrams and memorize it. People think you need to watch the diagram and that's how you learn it. This is the way to learn a diagram. You draw it once from the thing, you turn over the page and try to draw it from memory. Whatever you could do, you do. Then you go and you correct the mistakes. Then you turn over the page and you draw it again from memory. You would remember more stuff this time. By the time the third or second time you do that, you're supposed to know everything. Alright, so the question was asking about 50%, how much percent? I think that's the question I was asking. You use a genetics diagram to explain what is the chance of them having colorblind children. Use B for allele with normal and B for colorblindness. Well, we need to see. This person will be colorblind because they have 2 of the recessive. This person will be normal vision because they have 1 dominant. Right, so this will show which is normal. This person normal. So and I wonder if that is part of the working. Or you write out all. So you write out what each one is. I don't have space. You write out what each one is. You write that this one is normal. You write this one is normal. You write this one is colorblind. This one is colorblind. And then you put it as a percentage. It will be 2 out of 4. 50% chance. 50% chance of color blindness. Alright. I went through that real slow there because I was kind of learning it back myself, learning back the proper methods. So, a 1-to-1 ratio, if the actual ratio, but I think the actually chance. Can we get some Y's in the chat if everybody understood that? We actually get some learning done there because I kind of went through it slow and you get to watch me work it back out and everything. No, the digestive system. So, should we try another question or that is it for the live day? Are you want to go one more question or that is it for the live? So if you want to go one more, say yeah, let's go one more. If you don't want to go one more, if you want me to go on Instagram and see what's going on with Tag Boss and thing and see what's going on with Instagram there, say Tag Boss. If that is it, we good there for things, say Tag Boss. If you want to go one more, say one more. Yeah, one more. Everybody want to go one more. All right, so let's continue. Let's take a look at where we were. Explain the inheritance of traits, dominant and recessive. So we did a question on that, and we talked about it right through. And you need to predict the results of crosses involving one pair of alleles in heterozygous and homozygous dominant and recessive conditions. So you understand what heterozygous and homozygous means. What does heterozygous mean? What does homozygous mean? Somebody? What does heterozygous mean and what does homozygous mean? Somebody say that in the chat. And we already did this, the pedigree charts too. This is a predominant traits in groups and phenotype ratios. Students should be able to identify the various phenotype ratios of corruption. Yeah, so this was the question. This was the question except the chart. I'm not too sure about the chart. This is the bio syllabus we are going through. Heterozygous is different. Homozygous means the alleles identify. Hetero means different types of genes. Homo is the same. Right, so we have that. Describe the mechanism of sex determination and the inheritance of sex-linked diseases in humans. Alright, so somebody find some more questions on this for us. Explain how genetic variation arises. Explain why genetic variation is important. You see the other stuff. Distinguish between continuous and discontinuous variation in populations. Define a so I wanted to stop up to here, up to variation, not going to 4.1. Yeah, this video is going to be up May, June 2015, question 5, May, June 2015. Question 5, May, June 2015. So we're having some lovely definitions of heterozygous and homozygous there. May, June 2015. Question 5. Continuous is like height. Very good. Discontinuous, continuous. Easy, somebody say. We're looking for question 5. This thing taking long to scroll while you block fast now, brother. And I've seen the question. Oh, this is with sickle cell anemia. Okay. State 2 causes of anemia and describe 2 symptoms of the disease. Now, if you all don't know, I'm sharing this with you all. I think I posted it in a video before in some of the story time videos. My son was actually diagnosed with sickle cell anemia, and I can tell you that is one of the worst things you could ever be diagnosed with. But we kind of get control over it now, so he doesn't go to the hospital again. But before, like about a year ago, I was in like when I was making all those videos last year, I was in and out of the hospital a lot, and that disease is a nightmare. So I didn't even know I was a carrier. I had a trait. So I know all about this because the amount of research I have on this is like as a doctor when it when it comes to this, right? But I don't know if anybody has it here or if anybody knows somebody who have it. But what we did is switched up his diet. He's like probably the healthiest eater out there right now, and make sure he gets enough a balanced diet, vegetables, everything, vitamins, everything. He doesn't drink milk, and I don't know why I'm talking about all of this. And also he takes a supplement called Even Flow. Right, so state 2 causes of anemia and describe 2 symptoms. So causes: red blood cells becoming sickled, or was another cause? A cause of anemia. Now notice they didn't say sickle cell anemia in the beginning, they just said anemia. Yes, can be caused by heavy menstrual bleeding, shortage of iron, yes, low iron in the diet, yes, and symptoms would be tiredness and shortness of breath. I don't think shortness of breath is a symptom. I didn't know shortness of breath is a symptom actually. Tiredness, erratic heartbeats, dizziness, aching bones, yes. Fatigue, yes. Dizziness, yes. And now we could go into the genetic part here. Sickle cell anemia is caused by the presence of recessive allele. Persons who are heterozygous and carry the sickle cell allele are more resistant to a type of severe malaria than persons who are homozygous. For Chavi? Alright. Oh, he coughing? Alright. Homozygous for the normal hemoglobin allele. State what is meant by each of the following term: homozygous and oh my gosh, we just talked about this. Homozygous and heterozygous. But I guess you need to talk about it when you mention it, talk about it in relation to this. So put the answers on this and make sure you talk about it in relation to the sickle cell anemia. Are you going to do a live for chemistry? I'm doing a live for chemistry tomorrow. Alleles are the same for homozygous. Yeah, but I would talk about it in relation to this. So like the same recessive allele, the same dominant allele in this, whatever. Boy, what happened to Shensi? I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on with that woman, but music live too, yes, sir? Hopefully music live. When is music exam? Latoya Laltu, when is music exam? And if any of you all messaging me on Instagram, my Instagram inbox is a mess. Eventually I'll answer all messages, but if you're messaging me something like emergency, I mightn't see it. It's just a mess. I can't answer all at the same time. I'll be well busy and it's just me alone. I ain't going to let nobody else answer. But the different alleles, no. So it's one recessive and one dominant, yes. What time for chem? I don't know the time yet. I have one class tomorrow, but the good thing is a lot of my maths classes finished because maths exam gone. So maths starting. So you sure you want to teach 10 students for music? There are more than 10 music students here. Without repetition, put Y in the chat if you're doing music. Music is Monday, so yeah, we do some music. Without repetition, put Y in the chat if you're doing 2 pairs of sickle cell allele. So Jalicia Elias, I find you stated the best. Organic chem, they change people on a lot for music. So somebody please send me I can't put my number because I get spam. And I won't be able to, my Instagram won't be able to function just like my Instagram. My WhatsApp won't be able to function just like my Instagram. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, night, really? Are 10 music people? 11, 12. Alright, but sure, when I do the live with music, more people who doing music will come on. The chances of doing music and doing biology kinda not that high. So people who doing music will come on. Well, we'll see. Music, I know music inside out because I teach music. I want your number. I'm not putting my number there, man. I don't mind giving people my number, but just the spamming. I can't answer everybody. And I have a personality kind of way where I try to help everybody and it's just make me run out of energy. Put it on IG. I will call every day if you give me a number. But I really think they'll bring for us to invite to join. I don't really know bio. And now getting the feel back of the bio again. So alright, so guys, I don't want to waste time just chatting in this live. Let's do one more. Let's do another question. We didn't really finish the entire of this, but I guess we did the figuring out stuff. We did this. We did the meiosis. We did mitosis. I think somebody was saying there's a question in 2018. Let's see if that paper is there. 2018. I don't do HSP. I don't know the social part of HSP. I never did that in school. So in the June paper, which one? In the May paper, what number? I don't have the 2019 paper. So that is it for genetics day actually. So y'all, I don't think this was very complete. January 18, 6. January 18, 6. January 2022. I don't think I have the that people. How much subjects I did? I did 10 subjects. But like those subjects like music and stuff, I would just know them. So you know my aunt. Okay, I don't know what I say. Maybe no. I don't know. Alright, let me call that George now. Let me call that George. I will have to swing back with some more bio. I'll have to go and actually not be distracted by everything online and learn some more bio as well, to teach some more bio. But definitely we'll do the chem. I have the chem and the physics to unlock in my memory. Yes, I know Miss Clement. So you doing any bio? Multiple choice? Yeah, that can be arranged. So any studying tips? The studying tips for bio is to go through the syllabus, use the textbook, and go through everything methodically. And start from now. Try and finish bio Saturday. Don't try and finish bio Sunday. Please, please, please. So start from now and go through everything in the syllabus. I used to take it as a challenge to try and see how much I could learn in a short space of time. Then test myself. You have to push yourself, right? Push yourself. Yeah, you need to learn bio quickly. Try and get all of bio down, all the definitions, all the diagrams, everything. You just sit down with your table, get a nice area, you're drawing everything, you're reading over everything. You see how I was going through it here? And we was getting progress, and you keep ticking off things. You could do that by yourself as well. Load up one of my videos in the background and like play softly or something. Or load up a classical music video or something, whatever you used to study. I don't know if you use Alkaline to study or Shensi or something. I don't do Spanish and I don't do businesses. Alright, so we'll call that George. So you need to study for bio, you want to use the syllabus, textbook, and just writing. You need to draw out your diagrams and stuff like that. And you want to use past papers afterwards. Bio is usually food for toppish students, but not everybody up there. Some will have to struggle through. Chemistry, you definitely want to get a concise book. And the one I recommend is the one by Antindale, because chemistry is huge. And if you try to do that, you'll get frustrated. So you need a concise book, and you just study of your tables and everything that you need to learn. And then you work on the calculations, stuff like moles and things. Remember, I have the whole of chemistry, organic chemistry on this channel. The whole of organic chemistry on this channel. Or they could not roast me for a whole 5 minutes, please. Let's keep it nice. I'm helping you and you roasting me, boy. Alright, so the whole of organic chemistry is on this channel, so you can just watch that, and it's done in a very nice way. It helped a lot of people last year. Yes, the Antindale book, that chemistry concise book, memorize everything, from the first page to the last page. That's how you learn chemistry. And then work out the calculations, go through the calculations. Definitely going and do the calculations. So you all, that's the next thing I want to aim in chemistry. Also, tomorrow I'll have to do the solutions to the M word. That M word that we can't say. M paper 2. We'll have to do the solutions to that, and I'll have that tomorrow. Physics, lots of practice as well. Physics comes from reading and understanding. So physics is a hard thing to cram. Biology you can just learn off. Chemistry and all you could kind of learn off and then figure out the quantitative and qualitative analysis part. But physics is not really something to cram. It's either you have it or you don't have it. And when you don't have it, it's going to reflect so much light. Right, so all this starting to get fed up and start to roast me, so I go on there, I go on. Hold it down. M word, M-A, finish it. Out. Yeah, so you see what Mega Max say? Hold on.